So we have created the frame, okay, the side of the shape. So now we want to create the center point of the shape, or I will call it as the supporting point, because it basically will support on your hand, okay. So this point, okay, it looks like this, okay. We are going to use a cylinder and the sphere also. The size of it is the same as the frame, okay. The diameter of it is 7 millimeter and the height is 5 millimeter, okay. The height is basically the length of this one, this point, okay. This is the height, okay. And the length of the cylinder only, okay, this is the length of the cylinder, okay. The length of the cylinder will be 35 millimeter, okay. So let's start to create this support point in Tinkercad. Okay, so right now since we have the frame, okay, let's add the supporting point, okay. So first of all, I'm going to use the same method just now. Okay, I'm going to take a cylinder and a new sphere. Okay, so let's just increase the sides and the segment to maximum. Same thing for the sphere, I'm just going to increase the steps to the maximum. Okay, so right now our sphere, first thing, I'm going to change the size of this sphere. So same thing, since everything, all of the shape size will be the same, let's just change this to 7 millimeter. Okay, the height also 7. Okay, and this one we will go for 5 millimeter. Okay, so we will have a flat sphere. And then let's rotate this one 90 degree. So I click on it, I click here, hold shift and rotate it for 90. Oopsie, one more time. Okay, 90 degree. Either you move left or right, just the same. Okay, now let's put this back on the work plane. Okay, now we need to do the same thing for this one also, this cylinder. So if I move to the top view, okay, the X will be 7, Y will be 5, and the Z will be 35. Okay, which is this height is 35 millimeter. And let's rotate this one. Okay, so you move your screen, okay, your shape, your view, you will get the arrow, the rotation arrow here. So click on it, hold shift, rotate it for 90 degree. Okay, and then I'm going to put it down to my bed. Okay, now let's align these two together. So first we're going to move it to the bottom for the Y axis, okay, and then center. So same thing like just now, I want to make half of the sphere to come out. So let's move this cylinder 3.5 millimeter upwards or right. So you can click on the right arrow on your keyboard, okay? But if you click on the right arrow on your keyboard, it only just move for 3 times, okay, which is 3 millimeter. Why? Because of this snap grid. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold shift, move it to the right, and change this value from -4 to -3.5. And that's all. Okay, this is the supporting point. And we want one more cylinder at the top, okay, so that this cylinder, not cylinder, my mistake, a sphere, okay, so that this sphere will cover this empty part over here. Okay, so let me duplicate this one, okay, and I'm going to align it with this cylinder over here. Okay, so right now our cylinder, our sphere is hiding inside the cylinder. If you zoom in, try to click on the blue color part to take the sphere. If you can't, you can zoom out, highlight these two, hold shift, move it to the left, 3.5. And that's all. Okay, now let me highlight these 3 objects together. Okay, now highlight these 3 objects. group it by pressing Ctrl G or click on this icon. Okay. Now, let me move this one to the center of this whole shape. Okay. So what I need to do now is, let us group these two frames together first. So click on the first frame, hold shift, click on the second part. Now, click on group to group them together. And then this one, I'm going to align with everything. So highlight everything, press on align, and then make sure that it's aligned to the center of the x-axis. Okay. And then for the y, I'm going to put it to the top here. Okay, right now you will see that I have my sphere, but it's a bit too inside. So let us move it out a little bit. So I'm going to use my right arrow to move it up. Okay, so around like this, let me see. Maybe I can change our snap grid to 0.25. Like this is better. Okay, let me change it back to 1. And that's all. Okay, and then you will get a sphere like this, a shape like this. Now you can group everything. So highlight everything, group it, and then you can set the color of it as any color that you want. So for me, maybe I will just go for dark green. Ooh, not so nice. Normal green. Okay. So now we have the frame. In the next video, okay, which is our last video, we will be creating the weights to hold onto the frame. Okay. See you guys in the next video. Bye.